how's this spring been for you with no baseball?
Free. Good. Been good. Spending time with the family. I thought I was gonna miss it more, but I'm good.
So you are sticking to what you said.
Yeah. There is no comeback.
No, but I mean you're not missing it. Like
No, I thought when you do this for so long, and when I spoke to ex teammate that retired before me, and they let me know. I said, listen, it's not gonna be easy. You've been doing this for so long, and when you stop and just not do it anymore, your body used to something that every year by February it's got that that itch. You have to go back to the field and start training. So far, no. I hope it stay that way. It's been 5 months since I retired, something like that. But so far it's been good. So hopefully stay that way.
how much baseball have you paid attention to?
I mean, I watch here and there. Obviously, I watch the Rangers. Obviously, I don't sit and watch, but when I got a chance, obviously, I check the guys playing. But it is different for me because I don't have to watch, so it's an option. But I've been watching. Yes.
What do you think of how Cabrera's doing? It looks like he's handling that.
Doing really well, better than me. Yeah, there's no doubt. I mean, I played with Carreras, and he was like 20 in Seattle. I had him in Seattle, so I know he can play. And moving to third, it was going to be easy for him. He has such a nice hands, and he's been productive too. So it's been good. So I think that it was a really good move.
What have you thought of Joey's development this season?
Joey it seems like he has matured as a hitter. You can tell he's more comfortable. He's getting better at bat, which I assume he's gonna do. He's being more consistent. Average has been up, so we know the power is there, but we're just waiting to be more consistent and being able to handle be hitting in the middle of the lineup, and he's been doing that well. Hopefully, he can stay that way.
I know you haven't been in the clubhouse to see how Elvis is doing, but what have you taken from what you've seen of Elvis this season from afar?
We've been talking to Elvis a lot.
Yeah.
We've been actually talked to him last night. It's been good. I think that he's taking a role. One of the guys in the leader and being a leader with Shu and a couple of the guys, and he's transitioned really well. Obviously, he started season really well. Hopefully, he stays healthy. I know last night he had a little scare on the hamstring, something that I'm familiar with. But
all the way.
yeah, I hope you don't take that from me. But he's doing well. He also actually he's taking more serious role as a leader, and hopefully he can find a way out of manage it too.
Some of the guys are obviously struggling. Some of your old friends, have they reached out for you for any advice or help or counsel?
I've talked to a couple of guys. I don't want to mention names,
Well,
but
we can read a box score, but what kind of advice can you give them at this point?
I mean, it's been 30-some games. It's a long season. It's a long season. If you start panicking because you have one bad month, it's easy. A couple of guys is easier to fix, and a couple of the guys is just you get in a bad stretch. That's it. And you have to understand this game that it's gonna be highs and lows, and you just have to figure out how to be more consistent. That's it. But nothing major. Just some of the guys struggle in the beginning, which I'm really familiar with, and some of the guys struggle a little bit at the end, but not a big deal.
So Elvis did call you about his hamstring? Was he seeking advice?
He got a little scared last night, so we have a little talk.
You tell him how to manage it?
Allegedly he's fine, so it looked worse in the video than how he felt. So hopefully he will play today or tomorrow.
With all these guys reaching out to you, might coaching be in your future?
No thanks.
Why is that?
First, I can't speak English well to explain what I want to say. Second of all, I don't think I have the patience for it. I don't say I will never do it. I just don't see myself doing it. Third thing is that, I was away from my house pretty much for 20 plus years, and coaching takes more time, and take more dedication to be in the field earlier, and stay in the field later. So I don't think I can do that to my family, at least not yet.
You would seem to be a guy who would play like an executive role. I mean, a serious executive role.
I told you about Michael Jackson. Michael Jones, yeah.
I'm talking about like a vice president or a general manager.
I'm not that smart.
Or even a president or something.
I'm not that smart.
Yeah,
So you see me, TR?
Yes, I
You see me, TR?
Yes, I can see you doing that. Absolutely.
No, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do in my free time now. I haven't get to that point yet.
So what have you been doing with your free time though so far? Just family or just
Ubering.
Ubering?
Yeah, my kids.
They don't play very well though, do they?
Well, they have to go everywhere every day. So practices. High school. The kids to school in the morning. Volleyball practice. So, I mean, retirement is nice, but it can get a little busy too.
How much are you looking forward to coming back to Arlington for Adrian Beltre again?
Looking forward to that honor to be asked to come back here and get my number retired, but I'm nervous because I don't like to speak. John Blake is forcing me to speak, so I'm gonna have to make a little speech. So I'm nervous about that.
We've watched, you were teammates with Elvis for a long time. How much have you seen him mature, like on and off the field? Like, I think when you joined the team, he was being a wild man, and now he's a married family man.
And you said that, and you said it. Yeah, I think Elvis had matured a lot. Like you said, on the field and off the field. I think that he understands now what the family is, understand now what it takes in the clubhouse to try to keep those guys together, and how to continue to have a good chemistry in the clubhouse, and find a way how to get 25 guys pulling to one side. I think he started kind of learning little by little, watching the guys that were there before, Michael, Joe, myself, Ian, and those guys. But now he realized that he has to be, along with Shu, like the guy. So I think he transitioned in really well. It's not going to happen in 1 year. It's going to take time, but I think he's managing himself really good.
You mentioned clearly that you haven't missed it like you thought you would. Is that kind of come in stages where you realize that maybe, like you said, in February usually you'd have been gearing up and you kind of got past that stage.
Mm-hmm.
It would have been late in March, early April would have been the beginning of the season. You kind of get past that. Do you see the stages kind of going by?
The stages of what?
Just kind of realizing, okay, I've gotten through this, I'm okay. I don't miss it as much. I've gotten through it.
I think, to be honest with you, I actually it was retired since like July last year. I just didn't say anything. So I was waiting to see if that's what I wanted to do. Like, I never retired before from anything. So I didn't want to say anything because I didn't want to tell you guys or tell my family, I'm going to retire and then come back in December. So I'm going to come back and play. Like, I want to do that. So I think once I made the announcement on, I think it was November, I was at peace with it, but I was afraid of how I was going to feel after. But once my son had a tournament in Arizona, I think it was Mesa, and the guys told me to stop by, and I was a little afraid because if I go to sprinting and see the guys in the field, like, I might get that. When I went there and I felt okay seeing the guys and see the practice and all that, and I didn't feel nothing, I thought that was it. Like, you know what? I didn't feel nothing here. Like, I ain't gonna feel nothing ever. So I think that was a big test. And as of right now, I'm good. I've seen the guys played, and I talked to the guys, and every game I see, I don't feel like I wish I can be there. I miss the guys, hanging around. The guys spent a day, my birthday, in my house. Most of the guys, and it was nice to see them and joke around and then talk smack. But beyond that, and seeing the guys that hang out, I don't think that I'm missing the game that much.
So making that decision kind of last summer made it a little bit easier for you.
Give me time to force my mind to this is it.
When you look back at your 8 years with the Rangers, is there anything in particular that stands out? It's going to stay with you, whether it's the 3,000 hits or the World Series or anything?
There's a lot of things, it's a lot of interaction that with the guys inside the clubhouse and going out to dinner that is memorable for me. Obviously, the 3,000 hits is something that I will never forget. Going to the World Series, there's things that's going to be way up there. But, it's so many things that I can just pick 2 or 3. Is 8 years that I enjoyed being here in Texas and being a Ranger. That, it's hard for me to pick 2 or 3 moments. There's going to be a lot.
So it's more about just the relationships you had with all these players and managers and other things that stands out more than individual accomplishments?
There's both. Obviously, that like looking back and you see what you've done in this, either in this city, playing with the Rangers. Yes, some memorable personal stuff that I did. They mean a lot more to you guys, to me. But just being with the guys and having, especially my first 5-6 years, that we were in the playoffs almost every year, and having those ball clubs and being in the playoffs and having that hunger to go back to the World Series, that was nice. But overall, it's just I had a great time here.
This is probably I'm trying to phrase this in a way that's not weird, but I want to go back to
Well, don't make it weird.
So you still watch baseball sometimes, but you don't like sit and watch. How does somebody with your perspective, with all the time in the game, how do you watch baseball? Like, what's your mind? Like, is it just for entertainment, or are you thinking like, hey, I can help this guy out? Like, what's your perspective on it when you watch it?
I think it's a little bit of both. For the most part, when sometimes I'm doing something, I come back in and my son is watching the game, so I sit and watch with him. And it's true. Sometimes I watch the game to see the guys what they're doing. When that guy struggles, I see what he's trying to find out what he's doing. Just in case he talk to me, I can tell him straight up. This is what I see. And it's weird because normally I used to do that when I was hurt, and I go to video and just watch everybody with at bats to make sure that if they ask me something, I know exactly what to tell them. But right now it's being like that. I watch the game, but at the same time I watch the guys that are not doing well. I see, trying to find out what they're doing wrong, so maybe just in case they call me and I can relay something that can help them a little bit.
Adrian, Major League Baseball has the Let the Kids Play campaign going on.
Yeah.
Do you feel like there's a culture shift coming to the game? We've seen the whole Tim Anderson bat flip thing going on. And do you feel like a shift is coming?
I'm not playing no more, man. I don't have to deal with that. Obviously, some things are a little. Some things are taken out of context a little bit. Some of the guys are doing a little too much. But it's the game, Sometimes you're not gonna make everybody happy. But at the same time, you have to understand, like, if you're gonna play the game and let the kid play, but don't try to disrespect the other teammate, the other team, on the side. That's it. There's a fine line there, but it's not something I have to deal with because I'm not part of it anymore.
Where are you spending most of your time now, or is it split between California, Texas?
It's mainly California. Yeah,
Do you come back here often?
I just did.
And another couple more?
Yeah, I haven't been in Dallas that much, but we probably going to spend most of the time in LA. We'll probably be here back and forth a little bit, but not as much as we used to.
Talk about being somebody come to you after you being a baseball instructor on hitting and catching. Would you take it up in one at a time? Send somebody off your job to do that?
I'm sorry, say that again?
If somebody offered you to be a baseball instructor on hitting and catching, would you accept a job like that?
To be like a hitting coach or something?
No, a hitting instructor. Like
Instructor.
Helping kids.
I will do it. I will probably do it for free. Not if somebody wanted to work with somebody, I'll give my 2 cents. But I don't think that, as of right now, I don't think I want to be instructing anybody. Just my son.
But you say sometimes your former teammates ask you about hitting and everything. I think some college kids out there in LA, USC places would come to you and say, "Hey, Adrian, would you show me what I'm doing wrong?" Would you?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
You did a good job on J.C. Penney's commercials. Do you think you'd be?
How do you guys find that out? You guys are unbelievable.
This is the internet. Anything.
Jesus Christ.
What kind of baseball parent are you? you stand off in this? Do you stand off like down the left field line, not pay attention, or are you like right behind home plate,
I'm both.
chirping at the umpire?
No, I'm different than my wife. My wife likes to do that. I sit and watch. I sit and watch and try not to do anything, say anything. Sometimes I can't stand the way the umpire calls strike ball and strikes. But I just sit down and watch. And when my son comes up, I try to record him just in case I need to tell him something about the at bat. But I'm pretty quiet. Don't say much. Sometimes some fields when I see a lot of people just sit in the corner over there, just watch from the corner. I just, I enjoy the game and watch I like to see my son play, but just that. I don't want to be talking to anybody about anything. Just
You're not
enjoy the game.
coaching, or you go
No.
to practices and
I go to practice once in a while, but I don't turn it over. I would tell him what the coach is telling him. Coach is my brother-in-law, so I can tell him before that. I'll tell him. But he's really good. So.
So people giving you your space still out there, you're able to, like you said, you like to try to kind of watch it and people kind of.
Yeah, I mean, it depends. If we're playing like close to home, like they're the parents of the team, they know I'm with them. He's been the same team for the last 5 years. But when he played tournaments, come different places, that's when I get a little, because the kids see me and they want to come autograph. But then about 20 teams, they all come. Well, I don't mind that at all. Just I don't like it when my kid is hitting at that time. That's it. I just tell him, give me one minute. That's it. And then once he's about to finish, okay, I keep signing or taking a picture, whatever. It's like this. I will never like to say to a kid no.